Have you ever had an experience where something or someone came into your life and you realized how much you desired for that thing or that person to remain in your life? And maybe even in that experience, that person or that thing, it left your life and you maybe didn't understand why. And you might have even experienced this with your twin flame. Maybe you had that, your twin flame came into your life, and like me, I didn't even know that twin flames existed back in, several years ago. I had no clue. And so when I awakened, or I realized that I had a twin flame, and knowing that that was the person I was meant to be with, and then, the separation phase happened, they started running from me, then it's like there's this longing that's left in your heart. And this can happen with your twin flame. This can happen with many different things in your life. And this is the journey, okay? And welcome back to my channel. I'm Breann, a master certified ascension coach with Twin Flames Universe. And today I want to talk to you about the journey and maybe fill in some gaps of why it happens in the way that I was just describing before, and also to support you in moving forward in your journey. And just to share a little bit of an example is that, if you're new to my channel or you've been watching mine and my Twin Flames videos, we've been in Harmonious Union for going on 5 years. And through the teachings of union and applying the mirror exercise, that's how we healed physical separation. And, we are coaches and we share our healing journey and the things that we've learned with you. And so my twin flame and I, we recently had the desire in our hearts to upgrade our vehicle, okay? Yeah, because after you manifest harmonious union, well, then you start working on your shared dreams and desires. And one of those was moving and living in America. I'm, of course, a US citizen already. My twin flame was a Norwegian citizen. So there was a process that we had to work. But now we are rooted here in America, have been for a whole year now, or coming up on a year. And we got a car very quickly when we got here. We got, basically whatever we could, just so we would have a ride. Because when you are uprooting from another country and you're landing in, back in another country, you've got to get rid of all of your things. Of course, the necessities you bring with you, but when you're going over the ocean, it's not really, it's not really a thing to take your couch and all of your other belongings with you. So anyways, we, needed to start over because we sold everything. So we got into a car when we got here. Got to have a ride. In America, everything is far apart, so you got to have a car. And yeah, we've been here a year now. And so we desire to upgrade our car. We've had this feeling in our hearts, and we were guided to look at some cars over the last weekend. And we even test drove some cars, and they were really supportive and nice, and and just weren't really like dead set on a specific car or actually following through with it, but we just wanted to test it out, right, and see how we felt, see what kind of car we liked. And when it comes to the financial part, we realized that the car that we really desire in our hearts, we're not financially there yet, but we are well on our way there. And so we were moving through upsets together because we felt so compelled to go look at cars that we felt like almost like it was going to be a done deal, like it was actually going to happen, like we were going to go ahead and upgrade our vehicle. But it didn't work out that way. And so that left us feeling, having to move through some upsets. And, this also reminded me of when I began my twin flame journey, which is why I'm sharing this with you. And that I didn't know that I had a twin flame, as many of us don't, that, realize you're on the twin flame journey. Some of you do, I didn't. And when I realized that I had a one true love, right, and we experienced that connection, that eye contact, that, just all of those feelings that you have in your heart when you've met your person. And then there was a separation, all right? We all know that too well, or at least most of us do. And in my heart, I deeply desired, but I want to be with them. Like, why did that happen? Why did I, meet the person and then why did they go away? Like, what is the sense in this? And what I come to know throughout my journey is that if you are familiar with Abraham Hicks, and if you're not, I highly recommend watching Abraham Hicks materials because it really helps you to understand law of attraction, manifestation. But so Abraham Hicks speaks about vortex or vortices, I believe is another word that you can use for it. And so the universe is always inviting you to claim what you were created to be with. And one of those is your twin flame. And so when you have a desire in your heart, the universe is going to respond to that desire. We all desire to be with our one true love, like every single one of us do. Even if you're not consciously aware of it, which you probably are if you're watching this video, we all desire our perfect person. And so the universe is going to respond to that, and they're going to present to you your perfect person. But if you're not currently in vibrational alignment with having your perfect person in your life, you're going to experience almost like a vortex opening up, okay? And you can almost, like, if you wanted to, visualize it as a portal. Like, let's just say a portal opens up and you meet your twin flame, right? And you're like, oh my God, you're so beautiful and wonderful, and I want to be with you forever now. Like, I finally found you. And you know that they feel that for you. And then the dissonance happens, right? There's like a kind of like a breaking away in a sense, or a separation as we all know it to be. And then you're like, okay, what is this? Well, it's like that portal opened up to show you, like, this is for you. This is a real thing. Like, this is what you're meant to have. But then it closes, right? You can kind of see it as it closes. And then that can bring up a lot of like feelings, a lot of devastation, or feeling unworthy, feeling abandoned. Like, where did that just go? Well, that's the next step of the journey, right? Is you have to align your vibration to that which you desire, okay? And then going back to mine and my twin flames experience is that there's a car, right? There's a supportive ride that we feel we desire in our hearts, that God put there in our hearts. And so it's almost like over the last weekend, like a portal opened up and we even got to test drive, these cars. And it's like, I choose and claim that. And then it's almost like the portal closed, right? It's like, well, you're not vibrationally there yet, so got to do that inner work, right? And that was very upsetting for us. And this is the same as a twin flame journey. If, you're working on manifesting physical union with them, is that you have to align yourself vibrationally to that which it is that you desire and that you called in. And so it doesn't mean that you're not worthy of it. It doesn't mean that you're stuck in separation forever. It doesn't mean that it's not going to happen for you. It only means that you have to cleanse your consciousness of the illusions that you're holding on to, right? And right now, my illusion is that I'm not with a higher level of support, or that I don't feel worthy of having a higher level of support, which is a more supportive vehicle. And so that is like the belief, or the beliefs, that I'm uprooting from my consciousness right now. That way that I come into vibrational alignment with that vehicle, with that higher level of support. And with your twin flame journey, you're having to uproot the beliefs that you're separate from them, right? You see them over there and you see you over here. And then maybe you see that they're creating a life without you, or, whatever the story may be that you're telling yourself. That's the story that you have to get rid of. And this is what Abraham Hicks talks about. There was a quote that I come across yesterday, and it says, by Abraham Hicks, the universe does not respond to what you say, it responds to what you mean. Okay? And so you can say, I want to be with my twin flame. right? Or I desire to be with my twin flame. But if you feel unworthy of being with your twin flame, or you believe that you're separate from your twin flame, what you feel and what you believe, what you feel in your heart, that's what the universe is going to respond to. So if you don't really feel like you're in union with your twin flame, or you don't feel like it's actually real and that you can have it, then that's what you're going to have in your reality, because the universe must respond to what it is, the frequency that you're vibrating in, right? And so this is a video to empower you and to help you to understand that whenever that portal, you just call it a portal, opens up and it shows you something that you might have not even known that you wanted, but then you're like, oh my goodness, I want that. Like, give me more of that. Well, then that portal will close. And it doesn't mean that you lost it. It only means that now it's time to do the work. And when I say the work, I mean the inner healing work. I mean cleansing your consciousness of the separation from your good. And the way that my twin flame and I do that is the same way that we manifested our harmonious union. It's by applying the mirror exercise and studying the teachings of union. Teachings of union. Union, right, is union with your twin flame, union with all of your good. And the same principles apply for you. Whether it is that you're, manifesting your physical union with your twin flame, or you're in physical union with your twin flame, and now the both of you are looking towards manifesting, like me, my twin flame and I, a supportive vehicle, or a house, whatever it is that you desire, children, right? Whatever you and your twin flame desire to have in your reality. And so know that your dreams and desires, they are for you. It's just that you have to align your vibration to be in a frequency with them. And the way that you do that is you do the inner healing work. It really is that simple. You just love yourself. You love yourself into being to what it is that you've called in, and you will have it. Guaranteed, you will have it if you trust it, if you choose it, and if you believe in it. All right. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.